Hello, it is Wednesday, November 13th, 2025, back here for another daily shake-up. Time to shake things up, leaders. Time to shake things up inside yourself, around you, with your teams, everything and everyone around you. We need some shaking up when it comes to leadership. Today, I just want to talk to you about something that's just been sort of pounding into my brain and maybe even my soul the last several days. I keep coming back to this theme or this line from the show Hamilton. And Aaron Burr, there's a song called The Room Where It Happens. Historically, it's talking about this meeting that happened between Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton, where Hamilton was looking for support for his plan for the financial structure, this financial system of the government, which is mostly still in place today. And Jefferson ultimately wanted to have the capital in Virginia, now Washington, D.C., rather than in New York or Philadelphia, because it was closer for him and his fellow Southern um, politicians. But anyway, they had this meeting, and just the three of them were there. And Aaron Burr is bemoaning the fact that he wasn't in the room. And he sings in the song, he says, I want to be in the room where it happens. I want to be in the room where it happens. And I think we all want to be in the room where it happens. But here's the thing about where it happens. We never know where or when I'm going to say the magic, those unique scenarios are going to happen. And the best chance we have of being in the room when it does happen is one of two things, and maybe a combination. We build strong relationships so that people want us in the room. We add so much value in our relationships that we are invited into those rooms. Burr wasn't invited into the room because he had nothing to contribute, not to give them, but to contribute. And I know this past weekend when I was with a group of people who gathered in Los Angeles to talk about ideas for making more impact in the world, a group called Hope Makers. It's all about collaboration, curiosity, learning together, growing together, creating together, supporting each other, and creating more impact and ripples in the world. Because of a relationship, I got invited into the room. So we got to build relationships so we can get invited into the room, so we're welcome into the room, right? That we're wanted in the room. But here's the other key. We have to show up in the room. Where are you not showing up in the room? Too many people are sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring in some version of waiting rather than being out there in the room, meeting people, talking to people, connecting with people, adding value to people, building those relationships. If you want to be in the room where it happens, you need to be in a lot of rooms and then be discerning about which rooms you want to be in. The reality is the magic could happen in any room, but you've got to decide which room is the magic more likely to happen and make sure you are in that room. If you're not in the room, you're definitely not going to be in the room where and when it, the magic, happens. So that's my thought, my reminder for the day, my motivation for the day. Get in the room, earn the right to be in the room, add value to the room. You will be invited to the room. And when invited, say yes and show up in the room where it's likely to happen. That's my thought for today. Love your thoughts on my thoughts. Love to have a like, a comment, even better, share it with your community. Let's spread the word. Let's continue to resurrect more leaders and resurrect leadership for the benefit of all.